Hi class, it's Nakia Manning. Today I will be speaking about the politeness theory. First, politeness is the practice of good manners and tact. This is a culturally defined mechanism. What is considered polite in one culture may not be considered polite in another. In fact, it may be considered very rude in another culture. This theory was developed in the 70s and the 80s by Penelope Brown and Stephen Levinson. This theory relied heavily upon the theory of face. Two forms of face: positive face, negative face. Positive face is the need to be viewed in a positive light. Negative face is the need to do as you wish. Um, when those needs aren't respected, it's considered a face threatening act. These face threatening acts are inevitable in social interaction. You're going to need to ask for a favor, you're going to be asked by your friends for advice. So, those types of things put you in situations to apply the politeness theory. If you ask for a favor, you want to be polite about it. If you give your friend advice, you don't want to hurt their feelings or upset them. Positive face threatening acts: criticizing, accusing, insulting. If you insult someone, you kind of are disregarding completely that person's need to be viewed in a positive light. Um, Also, if you insult someone, you are threatening your own positive face because you are causing others to be able to view you in a not so positive light. Negative face threatening acts: demands, suggestions, reminding. If you demand somebody to do something, you are not giving them the choice to freely choose if they want to do it or not. Um, Saving face. Instead of accusing someone of something, maybe ask them if they did it. Saving negative face. Instead of demanding somebody to do something, simply ask them to. When I was a child, in my home, yes was good enough. If my mom asked me, do you want to go to the store with me? If I said yes, that was absolutely okay. In my aunt and uncle's home, if you said anything outside of yes ma'am and no ma'am to an adult, you were considered very disrespectful. So I wanted to touch on that because this is a culturally defined practice, but it can also have to do with, because me and my family are same culturally, just how you're being raised. Me saying yes was considered rude in my aunt's house. In my house, it was okay. Another example I want to touch on is I had a really bad supervisor a couple of years ago, and she demanded that I get out of my chair now and go into the workroom and do something she asked me to do. And this demand led to me acting so aggressive and so ugly. I had to go to HR. I came home, I cried, and I just couldn't figure out why or how I let her get me so upset to that point. Now I've learned that my negative face needs were totally disregarded. As a grown woman, I need to do as I please and do as I wish. On this particular day, she did not allow that. And taking this class, reading this material, learning about the politeness theory, we know that we need to be polite to one another. But not only that, you can get a lot of things done if you're just polite. Had she simply asked me to get out of my chair and do whatever it was she was trying to get me to do that day could have been totally different. But because my negative face needs were totally disregarded, it sent me into almost a rage. So I want to touch on that example. I couldn't understand for years how I let that comment upset me so much. Now, after learning about the politeness theory and people's need to maintain positive and negative face, I feel like my negative face was severely threatened at the time, which caused me to become really, really angry. Websites I use: www.universalclass.com, https wikipedia.org, www.mylstu.edu, www.awinlanguage.com, and www.article.sapub.org. Thank you all. You've been great. Thank you, Professor, for the opportunity. I've learned a lot. I talk too much, so I can't talk about everything that I've learned. To all my classmates, I wish you success in whatever degree you are trying to obtain and in life. Thank you all. Bye.